Hi buddy, welcome back to FtB's Ocean Block episode 20 with me Sid. And last episode we explored the end a wee bit and we got some nice things, you know, from the end over there. And I've not put half of it away because I really haven't got anywhere to put it. There's an obvious "that's what she said" joke there, but I'm not going to go there. Oh, I did, too late. But you know, we can get the old chorus fruit growing in here, should we wish, and that has absolutely no idea what that does. What do? You make a lunar thing or cover? I don't know. Lunar path, something. Anyway, we got stuff, and of course we've got this thing which doesn't grow in anything. We just have to grow it the hard way, so not particularly useful to us at all. Neon Cactus, which doesn't really do much, but it looked pretty. We've got Ender Slime Balls, which does stuff, things and stuff. So we're going to just take you for a second, and we're going to plonk you there. That's out of the way. Now, I have been doing a little bit of planning and working down beneath this storage system, and to some degree this storage system. And what are you doing? You're still alright, you're still getting there, that's fine. That is still got 26 million flux energy in it, so don't think I need to worry about charging that up again for some time to come. This is all fine, all good, wonderful, yada yada. This, there, that's fine, does the job fine, does everything. Down here, of course, we've got all of the storage system, the old seeds, and I've not prepared anything for this time because, you know, can get a bit old, I suppose. And I suppose we can jump down this list here and just lock any of these that are ready to be locked and loaded, so to speak. And just check down this side. Again, not necessary, don't have to do this, but I don't know, it seems like a rite of passage now. So we've got lots of these going. Now, if we look out this window, you're going to see a shape. It's not much of a shape. I've taken the garage door out here. I didn't like it. I've still got the airlock for that, but what I need to do is fill this in, decide on a thing. This is going to be the first layer of a multiple layered machine room and power station powered thing. Haven't decided exactly what we're going to do off of each of these corners, but that's fine because, you know, it's nice to wing it. But what I actually want to do is I would like to get to a point where we've got somewhere to run our machinery, run our powered stuff, generate power in a more central location, and get a storage system. And I've got a choice of applied energistics or refined storage, and I think I'm going to go with refined storage just because I'm not a big fan. Obviously applied storage has got the cables, which are, you know, all fine and good, but if we do applied energistics, you have to contend with all of these channels, and I really just can't be bothered. It's just a level of complexity that I really don't need. So what I need to do is I need to grab any white concrete I have, which is probably not much. Grab any full stacks of sand, which I have, which is probably also not a huge amount, but we can pull everything together. In the first instance, I think we are going to need to get ourselves... Now, if I were to... Oh, I need to do it in there. If I were to do that, then I am going to need 64 white dye. That ain't gonna hack it. Nothing there, so we just have a peek in there. What have we got? Out to note. Okay, but that's fine. we'll do that, and then we can do that, and you can become that lot. That's a starting point. Right. Huh. Now I've got to just figure out where I'm going to put this temporarily. Problem is I've got too many temporarilies. That'll do. So we've got that. We also have got, we're definitely going to need some more glass. This is all good. And I may go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, hang on. Recipe. Let me just have a look. I don't know why they are. The ethereal glass is just another a thingy, isn't it? One of them. And again, we could do that more cost effectively, but no biggie. One of them. Chuck that in. Get some of that going. And then I'm going to want 9 of those probably, so we'll do that. And rather than muck around going around all the time, for the time being I am going to pop these out, because then we just go straight in every time. Kind of makes sense to me. And boop. And boop. Lovely. Right. So, out here we have got a thing to build, which, yeah, we'll come out to there, and then I can work out, because what I actually do want is like a drop shaft down the middle. Not for any particular reason, I've just decided I wanted one. So first things first, let's get a floor in. That will make this easier. Oops, hello. Oh, wow. Come back here, you do not have permission to run away. But we will use you properly. And then we can just do that again. Boop, 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 boop. And similarly here. So I'm going to get this in. I'll then think about some wall structure and a rough size of the drop shaft, which is not going to be huge. It's going to be big enough for me to traverse using my jetpack. So probably, if I were to come out this way and this way, let me work out my sizes. Oop, hello. Definitely not that big. Do I want it to be square? Or would I prefer it to be kind of that shaped? I think that works better. Right, I have got some work to do here, so I'll be back in a short while. Alright, sometime later, and we have a very nice, oh, is that okay? Silk touch might not be a bad thing to get, you know. Doesn't matter right now. However, I did want to have a look at so there is this Infusion Altar from pedestal from the better end, which is relatively cheap. And if we can get an enchanted pedal, now what I haven't got is any of these. I need to probably go and grab some of those if I'm going to the end, and we can enchant those in that. Now presumably, if we have a look at the better end, they must need some other pedestals. Sure, better diving, better. Yes, all better. It's lovely and better. So presumably we need something like those to place them on. I'd better go and check the book. But with that, then we can quite easily get a Silk Touch book, because using the infusion pedestal, internal pedestal, I think, using the infusion pedestal, putting a relevant item in there, which I'm going to guess for Silk Touch will be, it's not going to be that, it's definitely not going to be unbreaking thing. That would be Waterbury Riptide. Okay, that's even thorny. Yeah, that makes sense. Fishing one, Depth Strider. Alright, that's the thing. Frostwalker, yeah, it kind of makes sense. Blast protection. That's Sweeping Edge. Fortune, Lucky Rabbit's Foot, yeah, of course. Bane of Arthur Turds. Sharpness with the Netherite. Power with that. Multi-shot with that old beastie. Where's this one? Silk Touch then. Aqua Affinity. Fire. When I see it, it will make absolutely perfect sense, but I really cannot think. Mending. Yeah, okay, that's the thing. Not that we need that one for this. Infinity. Feather Falling. Silk Touch. Cobwebs. That's not a problem. Well, I mean, we can. It is a problem because I haven't done any Britannia, but we could quite easily get Silk Touch. But for now, it doesn't matter. Those things are relatively cheap. And we have got the first layer of this. So if I just run around here, and there we go, that should have picked up most of it. Let me just make sure. Yep, we're fine. So now my thoughts down here are to have a service area for me, but I'm not sure whether to just make it three blocks thick, and then I can always use like a trapdoor or something to crawl in that space. Because what I want to do is, rather than just butt everything up to the edge, I'd like to kind of get banks of machines in semicircles going around, have that, and you know, almost like, think Starship Bridge, classic Star Trek Starship Bridge probably as well, just for good measure. Now I think we need to put something in. This is going to be awkward. So how do we... I know you're down there, mate. So what we really want is like kind of a barrier that runs around the edges there as a protection. And now I don't want... Let me just go and have a Murgle at this, because what I don't want realistically, and we'll just take wood as a temporary example, is wood. Now we could use glass panes, and again we get better coloured ones like white or probably black, to be honest, and that will be doable. Can you do, hang on a second, do you emit light in paint form? Do you have a paint form? You do not. Damn you. Damn you to heck and back. Okay, forget that one then. Dark glass, not going to hack it for me. Solid only to players is not overly useful to me. So we've got that, we got you. What else have we got? Anything? I mean, bars I think will look unpleasant, and there really isn't a lot I can do. This. Oh, we've got a travelling victim. I mean, salesman. They don't never learn. They really don't. Yeah, I'm really not seeing anything significant with the bars, and the bars are going to be middle-y oriented as well. You just take 1, 2, 3, 4 of those, perhaps, because again, end rods we can make now by I don't wish I knew why it yeah, just a bit of thing, bit of one, bit of the other. I mean, it's not rocket science, just need to go and kill a few things to get it. Now, so where I was going was kind of that will not, no, it just doesn't work. However, we could, if we got the coloured version of that, and then does that work? I really don't know. Well, I'm asking you, but thank you anyway. I don't like it. Now the other option, of course, is, I don't know whether I know, is chisel and bits, and then we can do pretty much whatever we want, but it's going to be more awkward to position the bits bags themselves. And if I have a look at wall, let's have a look at wall options for starters. Modern sandstone, modern rail, McCaw's fences and walls has that, but doesn't appear to have any kind of frame wall. At block, let's have a look what you've got as an option. Edged frame slope, pressure plate, trapdoor, carpet. Really? Come here and do that again. Okay, no, I can't do it that way, but I do believe we can return the compliment. Get. Where are? Hello? That's a stupid place to put yourself. Just checking out. Right. Still none the wiser. I'm going to stick that in my bag. It might be handy to carry around with me, you know, just a thing. So what do we use for this? The illusion fan. It doesn't. Yeah. Stone cover. I wonder. Again, can't say that I'm enamoured. Let me just have a little fertile around through the smorgasbord of palette options I have, and I shall be back in a moment. Alright, I've got this lit. I've got a design. I use some of the this luminous glass, which actually provides some light when you put it down in chisel. It's not as good. You can see there are patches that are darkish. They are not spawnable. That's the important thing. So my thoughts are for this is we're going to go and grab ourselves a little more. Well, let's have a look at sand for starters. Make myself 1, 2, 3, 4, and then if I want gravel, we want that, and I want 1, 2, 3, 4. Then if I want orange, dye, is make a stack. It's not quite a stack, is it? That's, you know, oh, it doesn't matter. And then, of course, I don't have a crafting bench down here. This is painful, but we'll get there. We can. I don't really need a massive grate. I think I can probably get away with half of that, maybe. I mean, that should keep us ticking for a while, I think. There's some orange. You can have the sand and the gravel. I will grab the white, and we're going to go. And the plan here is. Where are you? I heard you. Oh, you're there. Hello. You're dead now. And we'll do something on the outside to try and dress this up later. I'm just really trying to get a functional space in the first instance. Do. Actually, this will be. Oh, you come back for seconds, have you? Right. Haha, I win. Right. Where was I before I was so rudely interrupted? Yeah, this will be 3D. I am going to have to therefore come up with some means of providing lighting down here. Otherwise we're going to have all sorts of fun and games. Or do I do it? Does it need to? I mean, it could just be like that. There'll be a risk of spiders, but again, we can kind of solve that with. Didn't need the orange after all, did I? But we can solve the spider problem with just some fairly simple lighting. Plastered around. We don't need anything special. What I do need is a trapdoor, of course, to be able to dry this out. I suppose the other alternative is I don't dry it out. I leave it wet. I suppose we get fish spawning in it though if we do that, won't we? Let me continue. Let me just go and get on and do a bunch of white concrete. I will drop off the orange for the time being, and I think, have we got any more? Yeah, 2. Yeah, we need a little bit more, I think, so we will do that anyway. And that, and that, and that. That should do us. How? Before we do that, we need to do you, don't we? Otherwise, it won't work. I don't know why they felt the need to separate bone meal and dye. It was perfectly good as it was. Same with ink sacs. Why make ink sacs instead of black? I suppose they added all the sources of the dye, didn't they? So I suppose, yeah, I don't know. I'm in two minds about the wisdom because it kind of added items to the game which, were perfectly acceptable for bone meal, but then, if you sat there and said, oh, I've got a wither rose and it gives me ink sacs, that kind of doesn't make sense, does it? So, I don't know. What do I know, eh? Anyway, let me get this done, and I shall be back in a moment. And here we are in the void space beneath. I suppose I could actually use end rods for this. That might actually not be a bad solution. But again, we're just going to drain this. I've never been a big fan of sponges. I don't know what. I think it's because I'm a control freak, and I genuinely, when it comes to my own, I'm not very careful to point out, not in the toxic fashion that you might associate with the word control freak, because it does have some negative connotations, of course. So it is important to bear in mind that it is possible to be a control freak without wanting to control everyone around you. It's just my own aspects of my own life. I have tendencies towards, for example, I'm not a big fan of having my plans changed on me, as my wife will attest. I can get quite stroppy if I feel like my plans have been derailed. And it's just who I am. It's not a negative, it's a personality trait, shall we say. And yeah, so because sponges do such a broad area, I'm not a big fan. But well, let's get this cleared out. I will need to put some light down here just to stop spiders spawning, but we should be alright, I think. So let me just run through there, plop you off like that. We'll come in here and continue, and I'll be back once I've got this space built up. We should hopefully be able to bring at least some machines down here this episode. By no means all of them. I'm not naive enough to believe that I'll be able to get the whole lot and a whole load more built, but the more space we have, the more we can do. So that's the thing. Yeah, back in a moment. Alright, off to the nether, where I want to find myself a blaze. Now, the problem we have is I probably made my fortress here too safe, because this is all non-spawnable. I mean, there's a blaze up there somewhere. That's not a problem. We can come through here again. There's no way they can get to me there. Blaze don't spawn in that spawner, unfortunately, so that's a thing. That's the end of the line there. I can't remember whether I actually tamed a blaze spawner in the area or not. God, scared me off to death. You know when you hear something and you just suddenly go, oh crap, it's going to kill me. Yeah, it was one of those moments. But again, this is all slabs. we're not going to get anything in here. What we actually need yeah, that's not getting me anywhere. A fair old stuff over there, but that's a stupid thing. What have I got? I've got my hearts, got my void, got my totem, half the damage to deal me. Breathe underwater ain't going to help me whatsoever. They burn on fire. What else have I got? Anything useful for fire stuff? Withering, movement, lunch bag, bookshelf. Yeah, there's nothing there that's going to help. What I need come on, Mr. Skeleton. Ah, Mr. Blaze. Wow, there's a lot of stuff there. But unfortunately, oh wow, 2. That will get me 8. I need more than that. I'm tempted, you know, because blades are such a pain. What's involved in a soul vial? Some soul vials, I should say. Soul jars. Soul glass is soul dust, which is made of smooth soul stone, which is made of soul stone, which is made of that, which is made of soulium dust, which we get from... oh man. I don't know whether I can be bothered with that. Yeah. I do have a definite issue here, and that is that this space that we have created is a little on the hostile side. This could be a mistake. Then again, we could just come over. Whoa! Yeah, that might be. No. Got to remember how I got up here as well. That's a good point. Oh, it was down there. That's fine. Da, 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 da. Ow. Stop it. How many have I got now? 8. A few more. We could. We can take a little bit more punishment, I think. And then we'll just slide back in here as if nothing happened. Nothing to see here. Oops. Move along. Boop. 9. That's more than enough for what I need. Oh, hello. Would you like to donate to the cause? Alright. I'm going to head out. I've got what I need for this, so I think going forward maybe to start looking at the some of the crops for some of the mobs, because blaze are a pain. Yeah, back in a minute. Alright, 16 of these. One goes there. One there. Again, I could have yet left these, but I don't want the particle effects from the torches coming up through the floor. So these should be less intrusive, I think. I could have also gone with a glowstone block, you know, that would have equally been acceptable, I'm sure. I need to do this in the right order, so I do need to be able to get out, and yeah, I can't. I've got to go to make sure that I leave the last one for me. It's my escape. But having this crawl space is going to be really, really useful, because we'll be able to run cables, run pipes. It's going to be a little bit awkward at times, because I'm sure there'll be times when I want to run the cables and pipes in the same place, which, you know, that's just not going to fly, is it? But we can take that out. We can oh, hang on, back there. Hey, what did I want? Cobble, concrete even. Blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. And a bucket of water will be easy, because we'll just pop that down there, pop that concrete in there. That should have done all of that, and then it's just a matter of taking out this lot, and then that gives us all the flexibility for moving down to the next layer when we want to do it, which not necessarily going to be today or in the next episode or so even. Right, let's go and see about our first batch of machines, which I think we will put in around. Do I want you to be there or there? And I realise that the difference is marginal. You got 3 there, and then we go 1, 2, and then 3. I think we go 3 and then 2. So if I take that block out, we can start planning our machine setup. So at the moment we've got these, the warps, we've got metallurgic infusers, we've got that, we've got we've got the old mechanical squeezer. So not necessarily machines you would normally put together, and we might want to separate them up a little bit later. I'm just going to see if there's any other machines that we've picked up which we might actually want to use, because it's pushables. Not a dynamo, that's for certain. And you won't find anything in there. Industrial forebodings, no. Animal feeder, black hole unit, slimy mycelial generator. Generates 200 flux energy per tick off a single slime ball and milk. Not the greatest thing for me right now, I don't think. What else have we got? Charging station. That might be worthwhile putting in place. Diamond, although to be fair, not really. Diamond crafter. Oh, it's just crafted 4 extra storage, so that's for refined, which is another good reason to do refined storage, in my opinion. Anything mechanism? No. But we do actually need to do mechanism because I need to make some cables now. I don't know whether to go. I think advanced cables would be reasonable. Elite cables getting a little bit expensive, but again, we'll go with advanced. So let's start off with these, which is just steel and redstone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what? Let's use the lot. I've got the steel seeds running downstairs, so it seems kind of silly not to. And then if we want to take these to there, we need that, which is redstone, so an iron. So hang on, I need 5 redstone and 5 iron. Not that. That should do the trick, but of course what I have gone and done is I've gone and disconnected all of that. So let me just borrow you. That gives me 10, it needs 50, off you go. I say that gives me 10, that's not giving me anything, is it actually? Alright, that's fine. Much better. So armed with those, we can then take the half D. I mean, if I can't cope with 51,000 flux energy per tick on a cable, then there's something wrong. Almost there. But the nice thing is we can use multiple ones of these and have each station have its own flux point, so we're not going to be overloading a single flux point or set of cables. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. So if I'm going 1, 2, 3 and 1, 2, 3, am I better off having that side? I know it doesn't matter, but you know. So we take you, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that is actually perfect because I can just come in here, take out these 2 rows there, and we can get those nicely charged up. I mean, they actually store energy as well, which I think is awesome. Right, what am I going to start off with? I think we shall put down you, because you are, I think, one of the nicer, more interesting looking blocks. Some of these, the mechanism stuff, that mechanism is nice. Other mechanism can be quite dull. So you can go down there. We'll have the ultimate compressing factory on the end. We'll never need to compress a thing again because that's everything. We'll stick the enrichment chamber. Actually, no. We'll stick the enrichment chamber there. And we'll have the mechanical squeeze there. And if you imagine then getting a whole bunch of machines down here. Now, as we start to get into automation, we might want to shift these machines around and get them feeding into each other. But for the purposes of these, the bottom is an input, so that should be bringing in we can just turn everything else off. because we don't want these feeding into anything. And that will... no, there. So that should be good. This, I don't even know whether it has an input or an output. It doesn't look like it does. This one, bottom, is energy. In fact, let's do that here as well. Make the bottom energy. And then you can be nothing, you can be none, you can be none, you can be none, you can be none. So again, nothing going in there. You have no configuration, so we don't need to worry about it. You're just going to pull the power, and this one will do the same. Bottom to energy, and then everything else off. That works. Right, that's the first start. Let me check how long I've been recording, but I think we're probably getting close to the end of this episode. But this will grow over time, and we'll decorate the outside as well, but back in a moment. Alright, it's actually starting to look quite good from up above now, like the base hanging under the floating island. I'm quite liking that. I've been going for about 40 odd minutes, so we are pretty much about there for this episode. Suicidal rabbit. Oh, hello. Have some tea seeds. Get off my island, you. Go on, go on, shoot, 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 shoot. You brought that on yourself, mate. I think the sheep went under the island, but again, it was his choice. Anyway, that's a big step. I think next time we'll get into the storage system, and then we'll start looking somewhat at the that was a terrible shot. That was still a terrible shot. Oh, yeah, it's not a flame bow. They're catching on fire because they're targeting me. Hello. Yeah. But we'll start on the storage next episode. And oh, that's a tough little horsey. Not that tough. Right, there we go. We are clear again. Something down there. What is that? Don't know. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, guys. I tell you, I can get distracted just taking a walk down the corridor. Until next time, see you soon. Bye for now.